in a little piece of steel for you. These are 60 penny nails. These are what construction grade. I buy them at Home Depot. The only thing I do to the nails is I nip or clip the tip of the nail off. And I do that because I was doing this one time and the nail almost was through my hand. So just to let you feel what these are like, and believe me, they're all exactly the same. I have no reason to that. But all the nails are not been bent. There's no gimmick to it whatsoever. I just always use the same old rag. Been using it forever. Maybe I'll buy a new one eventually. So I just take these little nails and by the way, this is really the first time I've ever done this in public. I just kind of do it for my own edification. But you take these like this, and then I'll have one of our guys over here try it. Maybe that little fella. Big Mark, yeah, Big Mark. So you do like this. You can unwrap it, you'll see.
All right. Show it.
Come here.
Shoot.
So the reason I always let people unwrap them is to let them see actually how tight the cloth is around the nail. So the bottom line is, see if you can bend this. You have to wrap them real tight. Tighter than like a taquito. So just see if you can bend it at all. So first I'll finish with.
That's Home Depot bought.
So, there's different ways to bend these. There's a lot of guys a lot better, bigger, stronger like him than me. But it's the fact you're pressing against your own hand, you still have to bend the nail, if that makes sense. That. And really the goal that I was told that we were trying to do is get them so that they're parallel. You know I'm going to do it.
Oh, no, you don't.
I'm there. Another thing I'll show you is ripping decks of cards. I can do all kinds of different decks of cards, but I buy the cheap ones. I can do the plastic coated ones also. But I always used to see these old guys rip decks of cards in half, 52 in a deck. But I never saw anybody rip them lengthwise. I've always seen guys rip decks of cards. I can do that too. I'll do that for you in a second. But I always seen guys rip them this way. But to rip them lengthwise, it's a totally different thing, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like I say, you'll always see guys rip them this way. Maybe I'll get him to try it.
Yeah.
Try to rip. Can you rip a deck of cards in half?
Big Mark?
Yeah.
Rip it?
Yeah.
Is he Mark?
Come on, Mark.
Come on, Mark.
Here he goes.
One at a time.
See what happens to him.
He meant one card at a time.
Grab the card like this. You're gonna grab it like this. And you're gonna see the line. And you know you get the line started. Awesome. Then I'll show you another thing. You very seldom see anybody rip them into quarters. A deck of cards. You see guys rip them in half. Ready, bro?
By the way, Army is a condition of cards for MMA
So then you do like
and USC.
It's what they call pinch strength. There's different kinds of strength in strength training. There's grabbing strength, grasping strength. There's pinch strength, which is different. God Darn, you're big. And then there's grabbing strength. So I do all kinds of different practice and different exercise. I didn't bring any real books, to be honest with you. I couldn't find any real big phone books. But you're going to hear people tell you they see people ripping phone books all the time. And they're all going to tell you that there's a trick to it. And the way I do it, there's no trick. You've seen the guys in the dormitory. You like this, and rip it, correct? So I'll do this littler one, then I'll do the bigger one. And I got some other stuff to share with you too. So what I do is totally even. The book is completely even. What he's probably referring to or heard is, it's called fanning. And they will fan the book. When you see guys at parties do this, they'll take the book like this and they'll start, and you'll see, they're ripping the top of the book first. Does that make sense? It's a trick. When you get to a 2,000-page book, it really doesn't matter. But you'll see when I do this in just a moment, the whole thing will rip at one time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So this is a little bit different.
Oh! Yeah!
See the boat go?
Whoa!
Okay, no trick. Okay?
No trick, no trick.
And the reason this is harder to do is you're actually, I call it breaking the book. There's a difference too. There's guys that do this that break the binding. Does that make sense?
Yes.
There's another way they do it. They'll stick it in the oven or they'll do whatever and they'll break the binding. I don't break the binding. I'm having to pinch it this way. It's not the same as the nails. Each thing I do has a different string. Says you're right. I'm not going to argue with you. Whatever you say. So I'll do this one. This book, I think I already looked at it, was 1,600 pages. Before I left the house, I looked at the thing and I write them down. But, so I'll do this one.
Easy money. Easy money.
Ooh. Oh!
Souvenir.
I want to do one other thing for you, but and then I'll show you one way that I kind of train for all this stuff, if you're interested. But I'll show you one quick thing, and that is, and I'll probably do it right there because I'm going to break one of these blocks. They're made out of concrete, and you'll see, I think they're called karate guys or something, break blocks. But the thing that's unique about the way I do it is I break them in the air. They're completely unsupported.
Wow.
There's no gimmick or gaff. Gio was at my house the other day. I broke a coconut with my little mitt. So I'll show you this. See if this is real.
Real.
I can either do this right in the doorway. I just don't want to mess up. It'll fall to the ground, and I don't want to.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't want to destroy the tiles. So I'm going to step right inside that. That's okay. I don't want to harm the floor. Or I'll just open that door if that's all right.
Do it
Just
outside.
Right there. If that's cool, if y'all think that's all right.
Yeah, do it outside.
Right there, the button.